here in Houston, after we had that bad freeze, they changed out everything with those pink not drift roses, with the pink knockout roses, and every single everywhere you go, it's the pink knockout roses everywhere, and you kind of get sick of seeing them. And then you see you see how many varieties there are now. I didn't know the difference between the drift roses, the knockout roses, like different sizes.
Yeah.
It's insane. You can really get into like the tea hybrids and stuff like that. Like everything has, like what is it? The tea roses have like more scent than anything, and then there's so many things to get into.
Yeah, the garden tea roses are super high fragrant. Antique roses, heirloom roses, hybrid roses, so many different classes.
Crazy. There's so many classes. So many.
Perpetuals, and it just goes on and on.
Yeah, you could start today studying roses, and then like 10 years from now, you still wouldn't be. Yeah.
No,
holy cow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's actually a place right outside of Houston called the Antique Rose Emporium, and they they specialize in antique roses, and people don't know what antique roses are. They're like old world roses that haven't been hybridized, and so they have more scent and more like varieties to them than like a lot of these hybrids. And like you might be able to explain it better, Tracy.
The antique roses are a lot more disease resistant. They will get black spot. They will have some issues, but the difference in antiques and hybrids is those antiques are pretty tenacious and tough, and they'll just flush that off and keep on growing. Where your hybrids, you've pretty much got to spray those babies to keep them alive, because if they get the diseases and stuff, it'll wipe them out. But these antiques are just, carried on and on and on throughout generations, and they are tough. They're more fragrant. They're stronger. They're beautiful. Now, you're really not going to get those bold colors like you get with the hybrids. You're not going to get those bold oranges and bright colors. They're going to be more of your softer pastel colors for the most part. And, a lot of people go for those big, bold colors and those big, perfect, traditional looking roses,
Right.
And a lot of your antiques they have all different kinds of shapes too, which is so super cool. Big cabbage roses, and I can go. How long you want me to talk about it?
Well,
I'm intrigued now.
Well, but there's the thing about roses that I think people, number one, is that it's kind of different than any other plant, because most plants, your hybrids are your most disease resistant, and roses are the exact opposite.
Yep.
But your old antique roses are the most drought tolerant plant there is, and they will adapt to the crappiest soil you can have. I think people think of roses, they think of having to keep them watered and pruned and spray, and there's so much work. But those new long stem hybrids are. But your old antique roses, you plant that sucker in the fall, and then by year 2, it's depending on what variety it is, it could be 30 foot tall.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they're just relentless.
So
they're easy. They're so easy.
Yeah, so much.
I love that.
I don't grow hybrids. Like I won't have a hybrid.
You're a purist.
They're all antique roses or earth kind roses. If they're earth kind roses, I'll grow them. Do y'all know what earth kind roses are?
No.
Earth kind roses are they're roses that they're more modern roses, but they're roses that have been put through a test at Auburn University, where they took these different roses, threw them out in a field, completely, totally neglected them. And the ones that survived and did great are labeled earth kind roses. And like Belinda's Dream, Jason, Farmer's Dream and Belinda's Dream, those are earth kind roses.
Farmer's Dreams I didn't know Farmer's Dream was.
Farmer's Dream is
Peggy Martin. Would Peggy Martin be one of those? Probably. I wonder. No.
Peggy Martin's an antique.
She's an antique.
She's an old heirloom.
Okay.
She's an old girl. She's an old girl.
Well,
the earth kind. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I'll grow earth kind roses. They're more of a modern rose dating like 1990 or, 2000 up into the 2000s. But they have the same characteristics of your old antiques.
Okay.
So I'll grow those, but I don't really do knockouts because knockout roses, they're pretty. They're really pretty, but they're so common.
Yeah.
Like everybody's got them. Every highway's got them. So now the little drifts, I love the drift roses made by Knockout. And Jason has a fabulous show of drift roses.
I got a hillside. I think
Yes.
I got 40.
Is that what those are?
40.
40.
Yeah.
And they're more of like a ground cover. They hang low, right? They don't go like above like a.
Yeah, they don't get tall. They stay on the ground and just spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And relentless. I mean, I don't do anything. I do absolutely nothing. I cut them. Well, the first of the year in February, I cut them back. But other than that, nothing. No spray. No nothing.
You don't even deadhead them, and they just do you. You don't. I didn't think you did.
Deadhead them.
Just keep on blooming.
That first flush will go away in about a week to 10 days. That second flush is coming right back, and it just repeats that until December.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So you just have color till December.
Color to December.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
it's unreal.
The question I was going to ask y'all. So I have 3. I think they're hybrid roses. One of them is probably not. I think it's a Julia Child, maybe. But it's the yellow one is right next to a red and white like striped one, like a variegated flower. My yellow one started getting red stripes on it, and then my red one started getting yellow in the flower. Is there a
cross?
Yeah,
they're crossing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is there like a minimum distance I should like be planting these like roses to keep them from doing that, or just enjoy when they hybridize?
I don't know what the distance would be that you'd be safe.
Right.